There's a saying for those who spend time on social media that you should never feed the trolls, and instead just starve them of the attention that they crave. But CNN's Chris Cuomo basically welcomed them to an all-you-can-eat buffet and has permanently branded himself with a hilarious new nickname as a result. It all started when somebody recognized Chris at a beer garden over the weekend and asked if they could take a selfie with him, but called him Fredo instead of Cuomo. Now, he insists that he actually thought his name was Fredo, but he could have very well been teasing him because the name Fredo stems from the Godfather movies and has come to mean the dumb brother. But since the clown news anchor couldn't come up with a quick and snarky response, he got angry instead.
My name is Chris Cuomo. I'm an anchor on CNN. Fredo is from the Godfather. He was that weak brother. Any of you Italian? Are you Italian? It's an insult to your people. It's an insult to your people. It's like the word for us. I'll wreck your You didn't know what you were doing when you
thought it was your name. I thought it was your name.
Well, that's the first I've ever heard that the word Fredo is considered to be a Slurpee, especially since cable news hosts, including guests on Chris's own show, have been using it for years to describe Donald Trump Jr.
I mean, this is an entitled, rich, spoiled little brat who's only called to fame as being his daddy's son. Daddy kept Fredo back home, so who cares what Donald Trump Jr. says?
He's proving himself again and again to be the Fredo of the Republican Party.
Follow the personal money. Russia, that's all about Donald Trump and the bottom line. His sons, Eric and Fredo, said that they got all of their money, or most of their money, the majority of their money. I think it was Fredo who said they got the majority of their money.
You mean Don Jr.?
Okay, Don Jr., same thing.
Congresswoman, I don't know what to say here, except anybody who's seen The Godfather is seeing Fredo here being manipulated by, the guy out west. My friends and I are always using Godfather language because there's always a line in The Godfather. And one of them is about Fredo. He's weak. He's my brother, but he's weak. If you're Trump and you think you're the smartest guy in your family, I think that's fair to assume. He thinks so. And you got people around these Fredo characters in his family that aren't quite as wise or as tough as he is.
Because of his outrageous behavior and his ridiculous claim that Fredo is a Slurpee, it immediately became the top trend on Twitter, and the meme machine went to work and cranked out some classics. I know you're fake news, Fredo. You broke my heart. You have to have seen The Godfather Part 2 to understand how awesome this meme is. It is absolutely fantastic. There's a bunch of these. Fredo, prime time. Here's one more where the lower third says, I'm an anchor on CNN. I can handle things. I'm smart.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart and I want respect.
Anybody want some fettuccine, Alfredo? Don't you ever call me Chris Cuomo, says Fredo. There's actually a Wikipedia page about Fredo the character, as there are characters from a lot of popular movies, and so somebody went and changed the bio to read that Fredo Corleone is a fictional character in Mario Puzo's novel The Godfather, and based loosely on Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo's own name on his Wikipedia page was also changed to Fredo temporarily before the editors reverted it, and for a period of time when people looked him up on Siri, this happened.
Old is Chris Cuomo.
Fredo Cuomo is 49 years old.
President Trump decided to chime in, saying that he too thought that Chris was Fredo and added that he has low ratings. YouTube did not think Fredo's meltdown was funny, however, and removed the video for supposedly violating their terms of service. Donald Trump Jr. immediately called YouTube out for the censorship using the hashtag #StopTheBias, and then President Trump responded to his tweet saying, quote, "Put it back up. We're living with a rigged and fake media." And so YouTube did, surprisingly and quickly, restore the video. He even once referred to himself as Fredo during a radio interview when talking about his family's political ambitions, because his dad is the former governor of New York and his brother Andrew is the current governor, and he's just a host on CNN.
There's a group of people, of politicos, who always hint that they might run but don't necessarily plunge all the way, and they are members of La Cuomo Nostra.
So who am I then, Fredo?
Yes.
Even though he acted like a complete idiot, I do feel bad for Fredo, and if you happen to bump into any of these people, if they're not on the job at an event somewhere, or working in the capacity of a journalist, or whatever it is that they supposedly do, just leave them alone. As despicable as they are, this is America, and we should respect their right to be left alone when they're out in public and not on duty. For anyone else who happens to come within your vicinity, you may want to give them a friendly heads up with my new trigger warning shirt that you contain facts and opinions that some people may find offensive. Order yours from my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below. And of course, it is available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. And your purchase helps keep this channel going, and you get a great shirt. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.